Okay, I think I know how to do this. It's just that I need to do one thing first before, because I want to verify something. You remember I told you about those icons? And I said, this used to look all nice, but now it's grainy, right? I think I understand why. And the reason can only be one thing. Because this is paletted. You understand? And this program, which I need to use for 1 minute, is doing the dumb thing. It's trying to fit this in with the system palette instead of just turning it into a true color image. You know, it's not working with the image, it's working with the operating system. However, before that, I want to convert this one image I have into an icon. I mean, this icon image that I created here. Where did I put it? Underscore ico. I want to make this compatible. See, there they all are. I want save. That's where I want to be. I'll just say save and see what happens. Still 256 by 2. It's too big. I want to reduce the size. Scale, maybe. 32, 32. Save and now, second. What's that one? Oh, not X yet. Icon. Export one. Export. Icon. Where are you? A G H I 9. I wish I could ask someone, can you see icon anywhere in this list here? PNG, Excel, animating. Export to. Michael. Oh, this is good. Okay. I don't want that folder. These must be the 32. No palette. I don't want those ones. I just want these ones. I don't want alpha. Okay. I don't want compression. No, or one bit. One bit of fire. Come on. 15, 16. Right. Are these all the same size? I don't know. See what we get. Two by two. That's not what I wanted. Export. Oh, 8 by 8. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's see what happens if I do it again. Maybe it'll get bigger. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Still 8 by 8. Too small. It says 32 by 32. No. No, 8 by 8. Hey, but it looks better. If I say 64, I think I'm losing. This is a big waste of your time, I realize. Okay, that might work. I don't care, I just want an icon there. I'm going to uninstall this program to prove my theory. But first, oh, by the way, check it out. See? Now we got 3 threads going. See? One is do modal for that little dialog, because I can't make a console anymore. So I got to use this for the dialogue, and that's why I don't like this. I don't like this icon it gives me. I think I figured out how all this stuff works. First, I need to add an icon. Okay. Now, I don't know. I should create an empty icon file here. Now, if I close this, go back to that directory, get rid of this stupid thing. There should be yeah, okay, now I'm going to do this. Let's try this big one first. I'm going to try it. This one's completely transparent. I didn't put any image information in it. Now if I try loading it back up, either it's going to accept it or not. It might say error cannot edit, but sometimes it'll still take it. The problem is there's always this business of the icon cache. The evil icon cache. I'm going to tell you about in a minute. All these functions need to be double tested. I found a few more bugs. I hacked these together pretty fast. I started designing my own. Ooh, how about that? It built. Debug Unicode. There it is. Well, it's not going to work. It'll crash. We've no CX file. But if I run it from the debugger, watch this. It might work, but I doubt it. See, it doesn't have that icon. It has an icon, but it's the same. And the reason for that has to do with something called the icon cache. Okay, now in Windows, like for instance, I'll build it using a different build configuration. I'll go to well, debug should still work. I don't need that, or that, or that. In Windows, in the interest of speeding things up, making it a speedy operating system, makes copies of all the icon pictures for things that it's seen before, so it's all in a database somewhere, and it can be looked up, by matching by folder, file name, etc. So if you change the icon of something, it won't necessarily give you a new icon on here. Okay, this one it'll take from the cache. But I haven't built this in this directory for quite a while, so maybe it's forgotten about this folder. Alright, let's see. No, it's still got the wrong icon. Now see, if I took those 3 pictures that it needs in order to run, I'm going to have to make 2 videos, won't I? 1, 2, 3. Put them into here. Okay, it doesn't know anything about, hasn't saved anything for this directory. And take my PICVIEW, put it there. Okay, and run it. Now it's got the right icon. See what I'm saying? Because it's not that one's not cached. Now the question is, where's the icon cached? And the answer is, and unfortunately, I might have to do it anyway. Let me check this in. I didn't use the little one, did I? What was the question? The question is, well, A, where's the icon cache? Now, when you delete the icon cache, it doesn't take effect immediately. You got to reboot your computer. And it's in a kind of a temp directory. Look at that. I wonder what those weirdo things are. Those are registry backups. Look at all that crap. Junction. Wow. That's weird. I'm not making any junctions. You know, a junction is a thing I haven't figured out yet. It's like like a hard link, sort of. Okay, I think it's in app data anyway. It's like icon, here it is. Now, in order to delete it, so I'm going to have to reboot. So I'll stop this. Maybe I'll upload this as is. Yeah, well, I'll show you what you got to do. First, you can't delete it. Of course, you're not allowed to delete it. Could not find. But it's hidden, right? Of course. Could not find. Okay, must be hidden. Try and delete it. Oh, I got rid of it. Okay, now that's not going to fix this problem, and if I run that test from here again, I think it's going to rebuild that stupid thing. Oh, actually it's working right away. Oh no, see? For a second it was working. Now it's got the cached version again. Now the question is, did it show up? Is there a new icon cache? The answer is no. I'm going to reboot and come back and talk. Oh no, the other thing is, before I reboot, I have to uninstall this GIMP. Even though I want that program, because even though I don't understand how it works, it does make icons that work with Dev Studio. So, do I have the install? Can I reinstall? The first time in my life, I want to get to my home directory. What's this for? Looks like a little gear. Masm, no. No, it's not that. Oh, GIMP. No, that's just a temporary. I'm gonna get rid of all this junk. Look at all this crap. Download. GIMP something. GIF view. Okay, I must have put it in my backups now. Oh, come on. I can't believe I wouldn't. Okay, well, how do I wonder where it went? I wouldn't have deleted it. It would still be in here somewhere. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was one of those things, because it's open source, you know. It's not this. What's this? No, it's not it. Oh, come on. Where would I put it? I can look it up online. It'll probably take me to the... See, I put that before. Here it is. I must have gotten it from here. There's the download link. Installer for XP. Oh, this is the one. That must be what I downloaded. Contacting. Mine doesn't look like this. Download. Download. Here. GIF for Windows. 86. Is it the same one that I... Alright, download. Yeah, this looks like it. I wonder why I threw it away. 80 megs? Oh, it's right, full of all kinds of crap that you don't want. You have to select custom install and then unselect everything but one component. That's probably why mine doesn't look like theirs. Alright then, so now what I want to do is I want to uninstall what I have. Looks like we find it easier in the category view. .8.6, that's definitely it. Uninstall. Source board. Our buddies. It might even fix that icon problem right away. And that would be interesting to see. Right? Because I have another thing to show you, which is that other project is also no good. For a definite reason. Now, where's that directory? The icon. Ones I like. No, it's still messed up. I probably have to reboot. But these could have been, I don't know, I deleted 10. If it, see these are all fine, right? I'm sure that if I had looked at these while that GIMP was installed, they'd be all messed up. Because he's doing what everybody else does, everybody on the planet, because they don't know any better. See, look, these are all fine. There's no splotchy, holes and things like these have, which they don't really have. They just don't match the system palette. The system palette. Oh, God. Alright, remember that other one I said, translate to CPP and everything will be fine? Can't use this one. Why? Why? Because if you go looking through this and you see how this is implemented, okay, you're going to see all those wrong words. Create compatible bitmap. Might be okay. Selecting object, DC, flood fill, create div section. Sounds okay so far. And then we get down far enough. Where are you? Where are you? Bitmap background. Make sure we can handle system colors. Start local color table. Okay, that's reading the font. That's fine. Where is it? Basically, he loads in he loads in a palette into his device context, and what was some of those things called? Log palette. Get num system palette. Something as log palette. Beginning of GIF frame. Local color table. Get color. Oh no. Get. That's the font. Load picture. Somewhere in here, you're going to see it says, find closest color matte. Returns the color. It's closed. Match. It's in here. Maybe it's not this file. Maybe it's the wrong file. Choose color. Maybe the utilities. Anyway, it's doing all that wrong thing, right? It's trying to use the API to display the images, and so therefore it won't display the images correctly. It will display the closest match to some system palette, even though each image has an exact one-to-one, color to index value. I wish I could find it. It's still downloading, so palette entry to log palette, create indirect, well, realize palette, okay? If he's going to use that, then it's wrong. Yeah, here, get nearest color, right? Get nearest palette index, by value, blah, blah, blah. So these are approximations to the image, right? Select palette. You know, why do we need a color table? What do we need to get a device independent color table? Who cares about a color table? You know, in a palette. He's not reading the file. He's letting GDI do the reading for him, and that's no good. We don't want that. We want to know how to read it. But I've been searching online, and I've discovered that this page, which I've been matching up with that other DOS code, which is the best example so far, and well, he's not being careful about it. He is approximately following this. He makes his own struct. He skips over a bunch of stuff. He doesn't care about screen width. He doesn't support interlacing. He doesn't support local color tables. No problem. But contained within that code is the algorithm for the LZ expansion. Now I put it into a struct here, trying to isolate which variables belong where. Now you got these huge arrays, okay, two 4 kilobyte arrays, and another 1K array of these are indices. They could be byte values instead of int, but whatever. And it seems what happened to, as you decode, you're decoding from the stream, you invent more and more indices as you go along, okay? Eventually those indices map back to the 256 indices available, but in the meantime, they go into these extra slots, and somehow one thing contains pointers into another thing, which eventually contains pointers into this thing, and eventually you get a number out like 6. And I don't really understand how it works, but I don't have to understand how this works. I just need to isolate this part, right? So that if I have a stream of bytes that's using this method, I can just invoke it. Now I've got it down to the point where I can send it in a pointer to file. I don't know, here's my I can send it in a file star or a file name. Okay, now all I have to do now is convert that from file name to pointer to byte, and then I've got a thing that converts bytes and then outputs onto window, but the window outputting is it's X, Y, and palette index, right? So I should be able to pass it in thing like a logical palette, right? Something that has a struct that has three elements: x, y, index, a pointer to an array of 256 of those, and a pointer to a buffer of bytes, and it should convert those bytes into that array, however it does it, and it doesn't matter how it does it. And then I've got the decompressor. Now, once I got the decompressor, now his thing doesn't support this version. But this version just has a bunch of extra sections, and I think I figured out how to skip past them. They all start with a special thing. Either it's at 21, always 21 for the second version. And there's the extension is an FF, an O1, or an F9, and there's one more FE, okay? And they're fixed length, they all end with 0, they're all fixed length, and they all have nothing to do with decoding the image, except for maybe this, no, not that one, not that one. This one has a delay time for the animation, and this packed thing, the only thing I ever saw was 01, which is don't throw away the graphic. Okay. Now one could go further and implement each of these flags, right? Overwrite previous, etc., etc. But whatever. One thing at a time. The main point is that besides those things, it's the same. Header, descriptor, color table, a bunch of new things, the image descriptor, which is the same, and local color table, which he ignores, and the image data. So either use this color table or this color table, and the decoder, if that's working, I can cut out all the rest. Forget about these text things. Maybe insert the delay time and print it out. That's the plan. See what happens. Okay. See you soon.